sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Denver Nuggets here in Ball Arena. Brian Anderson here with you alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. And while the season is still only just begun, this year's class of rookie talent has been eager to show us what they're capable of. So let's check in on the Rookie of the Year race and see who's leading the pack. It's been a tremendous start to the season for him, making a smooth transition to the NBA and securing himself in the 5 spot.
And he finds himself among the top 5. What a superb start to his NBA career.
Well, I'm sure he'd prefer to be all the way at the top of the list, but there's plenty of time for him to keep improving his game.
And the Cleveland starting 5. Jaden McDaniels out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Curry in at the point. And for the Nuggets, we've got Scottie Pippen. He's out there with Donovan Mitchell. Williams is out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Champagnie at the 4-man position. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Now here's Pippen. Denver moving it around. Pass to Mitchell. Takes a 3. They get it back. Williams. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Relentless effort from Williams, the board and the bucket.
The 3 from Curry. Williams grabs the board. For Denver, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Then he goes in for the dunk.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Screen by Hart. The 3 from Curry. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, BA. In the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
Banked it in off the glass.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Pass to Champagnie. To the inside. Williams. And Williams punches it home.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. On the topic of Curry, coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. He'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
2 emphatic points from Robert Williams.
Outside Curry. Here's Robinson. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. A different look for Cleveland. Williams is checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Hart. And it's Merrill in for McDaniels. Curry from deep 3-point land. And Cleveland another 3.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pippen pass to Williams. Here's Mitchell for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
The answer from Mitchell, a 3 of his own.
Cleveland has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. And here's Curry for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Curry's got 11 points.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has had the third best record in the association. Guys, and there's a sense that a culture is being created that is permeating every level of this organization.
You'd love to hear it. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Johnson, he's checked in for Garland. And Dillingham subbed in for Curry. Connects from downtown. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Here's Dillingham, following that last three-pointer by Denver. Toppin, a screen on Mitchell. Inside. Rebounded by Denver. And this matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
This is a potential finals preview, as good as it gets early in the season.
Basket's good. Cavaliers trail by 4. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Robert Williams picks up one.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And he's good on the second. So it's Denver now. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team. I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nuggets.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
They've got Moses Moody, also Cameron Payne out there, and it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. Here's Walsh. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. And here's Payne outside. And it's Merrill who clears it away. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. For the Nuggets, Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Mitchell comes in for Moody. And it's Pippen in for Payne. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Merrill. Cavaliers trail by 6. Outside Garland. Hook loose. Toppin finds Garland. Lets it go from 14. Left side Curry. Lets the three fly. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc. Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. The three. It's rebounded by Walsh. Denver leading by 5. Pass to Daniels. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Here's Toppin. The kick out, Curry. Beyond the arc. Oh, he trained. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Williams is checked in for Denver. Champagnie comes in for Walsh. And Cleveland with a change here too. Robinson's checked in. Outside Mitchell. Denver moving it around. Here's Daniels. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Curry against Mitchell to the paint. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
A shoot-first guard, also is selfless. Curry continues to add to his resume.
Pippen, pass to Williams. And here's Mitchell from 17. And it's Denver with another. And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie.
With all eyes on Steph when he has the ball, his teammates find openings and he finds them.
Curry against Mitchell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And, Coach, last season, the Nuggets were 5th in three-point percentage, but dead last in attempts.
Yeah, you could argue that they should shoot more threes, but then again, they were 2nd in percentage on 2-point field goals, so they have a wealth of options, and to be honest, offense is rarely a problem for the Nuggets.
So it's Denver now, after Cleveland's three-pointer on the other end. Williams passes to Champagnie, back to Williams. Pippen outside, the 3 is up, drills it from deep. Pippen's got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Denver, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
You look at Cleveland. I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Denver Nuggets.
I love their game plan.
And that'll do it for us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Kenny Atkinson's five. Obi Toppin out there with Johnson. Then it's Darius Garland. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position.
And leaking out well in transition. I mean, I like seeing Daniels get rewarded for hustling.
Toppin, a screen on Mitchell. The three from Curry. Rebounded by Denver. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And the bucket is good.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Curry looking it over. Takes the three. A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And on tap tonight, it's the Denver Nuggets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce, and the Cleveland starting five. They've got Stephen Curry, Toppin out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, and it's McDaniels in at small forward. Now here's Curry. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. 5 on the clock. Down low. Here's Thybulle. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. The first third of an NBA season, Grant, it sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Cleveland. First quarter of play, a minute in. And here's Curry for three. Williams grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Daniels. Mitchell against Thybulle. Back to Daniels. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. And that one no good to start off the night. Here's Curry. Basket counts.
Just a wizard with the ball. Look, Curry's creativity is just incredible.
Outside Mitchell. Back to Pippen. Inside. Here's Williams. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Williams has got his second bucket on the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Curry. This one for three. Gets the three to fall. Curry's got 5 now.
That is the sharpest weapon in Curry's arsenal. Most times you assume any three-point shot he gets up is going in.
They get the rebound. Pippen outside. Denver moving it around. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
To the middle. Here's Toppin. Hart from long range. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Ryan?
Thanks for that, Allie. Curry from deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. The Nuggets trail, and there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
So both teams making some changes here. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Stephen Curry, number 1.
This guy is just lights out from the line. He demonstrated that last season and really hurt teams whenever they fouled him.
Now here's Moody. Defense right on him. The 3 from Mitchell. And again, Denver no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Curry no good.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Moody passes to Mitchell. 54 seconds left in the first. Count it. Good.
Sharing the line. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Thibault, a screen on Mitchell. Curry from deep three-point land. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Williams, a screen on Curry. Curry against Mitchell. Oh, Robinson with a block. And they get it back. Here's Moody. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Here's Trent. From deep three-point land. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up by 3. After this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. We've got Matisse Thybulle, McDaniels out there with Williams. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Curry in at the point.
This This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying high.
There was so much excitement around the Cavs team last season, Richard. It ended up in disappointment.
Yeah, they cruised through the first round of the playoffs, but sometimes it's better to be challenged in the first round. It sets you up as you move forward.
Moody with it, working on Robinson. A nice shot by Walsh.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And a big finish by Robinson.
And the basketball IQ that Curry possesses is special, capable of shredding the defense in a screen roll.
Nuggets trail. By 3. So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to group with his players. This game following their win against the Rockets. They were
so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Look at who's out there now for Denver. Champagnie. He's checked in for Vanderbilt. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Walsh. And it's Pippen in for Mikhailuk. And it's Mitchell. The miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Moody on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Their last game. A win against the Suns, looking to carry it into this one.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside Curry. To the inside. Here's Thibault. The kick out to Williams. It's stolen by Thibault. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Donovan Mitchell can put up the points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He's said, quote, for me it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do. Guys, back to you.
He can heat up in a hurry. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Williams has checked in for Denver. Dyson Daniels comes in for Moody. Right in the heart of it, Mitchell. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Denver.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Outside for Mitchell. Fires for three. McDaniels with the rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Garland. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the wing. Goes back up. Not going to go that time. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Cleveland on top, up 3. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I have Kenny Atkinson alongside. Coach, I hear you tell the team, limit their easy baskets. How do you create some easy ones in your own right?
Well, first, to get out and transition ourselves. I think we're walking the ball up, and I think their defense is set. We can't create anything when their defense is set.
All right, got to get them moving. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Hey, folks, and welcome. This first half has been the Stephen Curry Show.
He's been money from distance, taking every opportunity he gets to drop a three on him. Got to do a better job of chasing him off that line.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. Always a compelling story.
What I like about Desmond Bane, he's physical and he spaces the floor. Someone remind me how the guy fall to the 30th pick.
Yeah, this is where measurables like wingspan can get over-indexed. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Cleveland leading by 3. They've got Williams, Mitchell out there with Scottie Pippen Jr. Then there's Dyson Daniels, and it's Champagnie at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pippen with it, hard covering, and Williams punches it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Garland, the pass to Hart. Out to Garland. To shoot. There's the 3. Sinks the tray. Garland's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Yep, that one's good.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. When we talk about Donovan Mitchell, Richard, how impressed are you with his leadership?
He's been great. Every season, Mitchell has accepted more and more responsibility. He knows he's looked at as a leader, and his drive to win really motivates those around him.
To the paint. Here's Williams. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
The game of Mitchell is more about putting up points, but Donovan can dish too.
Now here's Garland, defended by Pippen. The drive by Garland. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. The Cavaliers, number 1. In 3rd, the Nuggets.
This is going to be a shooting contest as much as it is anything else. We know both of these teams are capable of racking up some huge point totals.
Now here's Mitchell. The D's right on him. Williams on the wing. Daniels outside. Pass to Pippen. The Nuggets need to get one up. And Williams punches it home.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Here's Garland. He's got 5. Richards with a screen. Left side Hart from deep. Counted from distance. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
And we see this more and more in today's league. Garland with the fantastic kick-out pass to the available shooter.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Cavaliers are making noise. Point guard Darius Garland said the brand of basketball that we play is super exciting, super fun. A lot of threes, a lot of alley-oops, a lot of dunks. And we play really hard on both ends of the floor. It's been a winning recipe. Back to you.
Allie, thanks very much for the report. Moody's checked in for Mitchell. Tipped! Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Garland for three. Doesn't go for him.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Denver Nuggets. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Miami Heat. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Teams will be getting sharper every time out.
Outside Garland. Here's the three. Sinks it from distance. And now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Moody on the wing. The three is up. Richards pulls it in.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
To the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I love watching Garland because you can just watch his confidence grow, especially when he's out here running these pick and rolls.
Pass to Moody. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams passes to Champagny. Now here's Moody. Robinson defending. To win the run. And it's Williams with the bucket inside. Williams has got 16 points.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Richards. Cleveland working the ball around now. Screen by Hart. Garland for three. And Cleveland another three.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Moody from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Now Garland. Robinson for three. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Nick Richards out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Merrill in at the 2. And it's rejected. Outside Garland. Fires from deep. And Cleveland another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Down low. The 3 from Mitchell. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. Mitchell against Garland. From deep 3-point range. Richards. Pass to Merrill. Now Garland. Donovan Mitchell. With a board. Nuggets trail by 15. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside Moody. Over Garland. Moody misses.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Williams is checked in for the Nuggets. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
You see how smoothly Mitchell gets into his shot. That's elite.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Toppin, a screen on Mitchell. Outside Curry. The three is in!
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Nuggets trail by 16. From downtown, Robinson rips down the board. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field. In this final quarter. Curry against Williams. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Brad.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
So it comes up empty at the line.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Second team foul.
Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen by Toppin. Another chance. And that's money on the layup.
So challenging to guard in pick and rolls. Curry excels at exploiting the defense in these sets.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Daniels. Robinson with a steal. Curry with it. And a big finish by Robinson.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Pippen. The three from Mitchell. Yes, sir, with the three.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Cleveland leading by 17. Curry looking it over. An easy two on the layup. Curry's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Operating the pick and roll like a surgeon. Curry just taking what he sees.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Cavaliers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Stephen Curry.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Here's Curry. From deep. And they recover it.
He gets to the long rebound and keeps the clock running. Great play.
Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, but when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so Curry will bring it up for Cleveland. Toppin. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Stephen, what is it about the challenge of playing on the road that brings out the best in this team?
You know, all we got is ourselves on the bench, and top to bottom, coaches and players have been locked in, just giving a lot of energy and focus, especially to start games and giving ourselves a chance to capture momentum early, and that's what you have to do on the road. And it's got to be a collective effort. Our intensity and energy has to carry us, and we've done a good job of that the last 2 games.
Everybody brought it tonight. Congrats on the win.
All right, thanks, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
standing 6'5", number 4, Matisse Thybulle. Manning the middle at 6'9", number 1, Obi Toppin. At power forward, standing 6'5", number 5, Josh Hart. The other forward, at 6'9", number 17, Jaden McDaniels. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'2", number 30, Stephen Curry. Your Cleveland Cavaliers head coach is Kenny Atkinson. One more time, let's hear it for your Cleveland Cavaliers.
So the Nets starting 5. LeBron James is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's McCollum in at the point guard. And for the Cavaliers, Stephen Curry's out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Josh Hart. And there's McDaniels. And it's Toppin in at the 5 spot. So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards... the second game.
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
And here is Curry. Pass to Toppin. And he slams it down right on top of Bam Adebayo.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Marshall can't hit. Outside Curry. Toppin sets a screen for Curry. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot.
Whether he's improvising or whether he's running set plays, Steph Curry is an absolute force.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's McCollum. He had 15 points last outing.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Bridges against Curry. To the inside. Hart. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, we've seen Steph Curry master the pick and roll, and you can see why he is so good in this situation. What a great pass to set up the score.
Hey, Doris, were you surprised by the success the Cavaliers had last season?
Well, Kev, I certainly expected them to be a terrific basketball team, but that win total was completely striking. But that's the unforgiving part of the business, right? Regular season success doesn't necessarily always translate. Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
Curry against McCollum. Count it, good.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And so James will bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 4. Three-pointer. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Hart. Outside Curry. To the paint. And Toppin throws it down.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants icing. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And Cleveland making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Malik Monk, he's checked in for the Nets. DeJounte Murray comes in for McCollum. Adebayo deciding where to go with it. Robinson with the block.
Well, this is the special aspect of Mitchell Robinson. That rim protection, that ability to send it back. Look out.
Nets trail by 6. Pass to Monk. James in the high post. Outside for Murray. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner 3 look easy.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility over there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
From deep, James. A shot off that time.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Hart with a screen on Monk. Curry with it. He's picked up by James. There's the triple. Curry can't get it to go. Nets trail by 6. Curry with the steal. Robinson sets a screen for Curry. Curry. With another miss. Back to Murray for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Murray's got 6.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And stolen by Murray. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Thanks for joining us in this Thanksgiving presentation of the NBA. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Here's Thibault. Still scoreless. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. McCollum is out there with DeJounte Murray. And there's Monk. Then there's Payton. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
And Robinson throws it down hard.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
Nets trail by 6. McCollum with the ball. And replayed through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Curry. From past the arc, and another 3 for Cleveland.
It is indisputable, not debatable. It's over. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter who's ever lived.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Different look now for Cleveland. Nick Richards comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Dillingham subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Brooklyn. Mikal Bridges comes in for Monk. Here's Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 10.
And getting the shot he wanted, Murray loves it from in close.
Outside Curry. With a screen on Murray. Murray against Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
Pass to McCollum from deep three-point land. It's good from long range. McCollum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Curry looking around. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And it's good for 2. Richards got his first 2 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Curry. Pass to McCollum. Stolen by McDaniels. To the middle. And Hart with a clear path to the hoop.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 10-point game. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. It's deflected. Here's Curry. Rebound, Brooklyn. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. Down low and stolen by Hart. McDaniels against Bridges. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Three-pointer. Pass to Dillingham. Hart with the screen for Dillingham. Off target with his three.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Hart finds Curry. Shoots the three. Wow! Curry automatic from deep.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Bridges outside. They need this. McCollum, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Stolen by McCollum. There's a 4-second difference in the shot clock to the game clock, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. James comes in for Payton, and Monks subbed in for McCollum. .24 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Monk. Murray outside. There's the pick.
Well, you can count on Murray to push the action and make something happen. So, yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Free throw good, Murray. And so Murray nails both of them.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Curry, wide open. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
That's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome,
when I look at Brooklyn, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Brooklyn Nets. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And going back a bit, the Nets regaining a lot of their draft picks, Doris, from the Rockets. One of the more interesting trades that we've seen.
Well, they gave away a ton of those picks to acquire James Harden when they believed they had a championship window. And now in recovering them, Brooklyn able to benefit from the draft to try to position themselves for that all-important rebuild.
We've got Jaden McDaniels. Stephen Curry's out there with Sam Merrill. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Hart in at the 4-man position. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Robinson's checked in for Nick Richards. Toppin comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Garland in for Stephen Curry. Cavaliers on D. Bridges kicks to Marshall. On the wing, James. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
It's amazing LeBron draws so much attention in pick-and-roll situations, but always looking to give it up to a teammate.
Robinson a screen on McCollum. To the paint. And the dunk by Robinson.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Now, here's Garland. Scoreless thus far. Here's McDaniels. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland, leading by 12. And LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Takes a step back. On deep, James. No good that time. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Outside Garland. And then Toppin with the jam.
That's a smart play by Darius Garland, finding this man off the screen.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. McCollum against Garland. McCollum, no good. Cleveland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got his first points of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Garland against McCollum. James looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges with the steal. McCollum passes to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Wow, Mikal showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
Garland against McCollum. Robinson a screen on McCollum. Garland the pass to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Toppin against LeBron. Bridges outside. From the wing. And no good. Good if it goes. The shot, no good. And so it's Cleveland, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Adebayo. Payton is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Murray, and it's Monk in at the shooting guard. Garland with it. Now Payton defending. Robinson sets a screen for Garland. Pocket 6, and Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Williams, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Johnson comes in for McDaniels. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Sam Merrill. And Curry subbed in for Garland. Back to Payton. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Outside for Robinson, and there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Brooklyn making some changes. LeBron's checked in for Gary Payton. Najee Marshall comes in for Malik Monk. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Murray. Adebayo kicks to Marshall. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
McCollum against Curry. Tapping a screen on McCollum. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Now, I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Bridges a screen on Curry. With the step back, McCollum, count it, nails it from 14.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Curry got it to go off the glass.
Boy, Curry just taking over and seemingly able to get anything he wants right now.
James outside. Takes the three. McCollum outside. From deep. The shot misses. Cleveland leading by 16. Curry driving to the basket. All right, here's Williams. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Cleared away by Adebayo.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges is a team-first guy, passes on time and on target.
Curry. You know, G.A., one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Boy, from the charity stripe, Stephen Curry will go down as one of the best to ever do it.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Cavaliers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Stephen Curry.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Johnson outside. Tapping a screen on Payton. Johnson inside. Payton's there. Off the glass.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now Murray. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Curry. And he converts the layup. Curry's got 31 points. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Let's hear it for the starting five of your Chicago Bulls. The big man, 7 feet 1 inch, number 11, Brook Lopez.
often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams